Once upon a time, in a big, beautiful forest filled with tall green trees, there lived a little bunny named Benny. Benny was the softest, fluffiest bunny you could ever imagine. His fur was as white as a puffy cloud, and his little pink nose was always twitching. Benny was very, very kind, and he loved all the creatures in the forest. But Benny was also very, very scared. He was scared of just about everything. If a tiny bluebird fluttered past his ears, Benny would jump so high he'd almost touch a mushroom. If a gentle breeze rustled the leaves and made them dance to the ground, Benny would scamper and hide under a fern. "Oh my," he'd whisper, his little heart thumping like a tiny drum. His friends would often giggle and say, "Oh, Benny, it's just the wind." But Benny couldn't help it. The world just seemed so big and loud to a small bunny like him. One bright, sunny morning, while Benny was nibbling on a sweet clover, a sound rumbled through the forest. It wasn't a little sound like a falling leaf. It was a big, deep, rumbling roar. All the animals stopped what they were doing. The squirrels dropped their acorns, the deer froze in place, and the birds flew high into the sky. "A lion!" they all shouted as they scattered to find a safe place to hide. Benny's ears stood straight up. His whole body trembled with fear. "Oh no! A lion," he whispered, diving behind a big, mossy rock. He peeked out with one eye, expecting to see a fearsome beast. But what he saw was not what he expected at all. There, in a small clearing, was a huge lion with a magnificent golden mane. But the lion wasn't roaring angrily. He was crying. Big, fat tears rolled down his furry cheeks and splashed onto the ground. Benny had never seen anything so surprising. A crying lion. Curiosity started to bubble up inside him, pushing away a little bit of his fear. He watched as the lion tried to lift his giant paw, wincing in pain. Taking a deep, shaky breath, Benny decided to do something he had never done before. He hopped out from behind the rock and slowly, cautiously, walked toward the giant lion. His heart was still beating fast, but he kept going. When he was close enough, he asked in a small, squeaky voice, "Excuse me, Mr. Lion. Why are you crying?" The lion looked down, surprised to see the tiny bunny. "Oh, little one," the lion whimpered, his voice thick with tears. "A big, sharp thorn is stuck in my paw. It hurts so much, and I can't get it out." Benny looked at the huge paw and saw the nasty thorn sticking out. He felt a familiar wave of fear wash over him. The lion was so big and his teeth were so sharp. But then Benny looked into the lion's sad, teary eyes and remembered something his mother had always told him. Being kind is often the bravest thing you can do. He took another deep breath. I can try to help," he said. He hopped closer, and with his tiny but steady paws, he gripped the end of the thorn. He gave a gentle tug, and then another one. Finally, with a little pop, the thorn came out. The lion let out a huge sigh of relief. He wiggled his paw and then licked it clean. He looked down at the little bunny and a huge, warm smile spread across his face. "Thank you, little bunny," You saved me, he boomed, his voice full of happiness. You are very, very brave. From that day forward, Benny the bunny and the mighty lion became the best of friends. The lion protected Benny from anything that scared him, and Benny learned a very important lesson. He learned that you don't have to be big or strong to be brave. Sometimes, all it takes is a little bit of kindness to show the world just how strong you really are. Thanks for watching our story today. If you loved Benny's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.